Hey guys, welcome to Chow Time with Sammy Larsen and Peter Pan. Today we're making such a fun recipe. It's called Rockin Brockin Tuna is Knockin. Our lovely client Opie requested us to make a kind of new spin on tuna and broccoli because his mom was so sick of just steamed broccoli and a side of tuna. So there's nothing wrong with steamed broccoli, brown rice, and a side of dolphin-safe tuna, packed in water, of course. But you know what? We wanted to get creative, and we're making Rockin Brockin Tuna is Knockin Biscuits. Oh my God, these biscuits surprised me. They surprised everyone. They're delicious. Not only did Peter love them, the neighbor's cat loves them. So stay tuned for me, Sammy Larsen, and Peter Pan on Chow Time, and we're making Rockin Brockin Biscuits. We are back. So to make these awesome Rockin Tuna is Knockin Biscuits, we have some usual suspects here. We're going to use a cup of flour, a half cup of milk, a half cup of tuna, and I drained the water, a half cup of broccoli, a little bit of butter, 1 tablespoon of the baking soda. Of course, we're going to add on our Baileys. I think I need a little Baileys right now. What do you guys think? And I do want to tell you guys something about tuna fish. When you get your tuna, you want to make sure it's wild caught and whole caught, because that means they're actually fishing for it and they're not putting out a big net and getting like the sea turtles and the dolphins. That's also why it says dolphin safe. So just make sure you get dolphin safe and or wild caught or whole caught. So the first thing I'm going to do to make these Rockin Brockin Tuna is Knockin Biscuits is preheat my toaster oven to 425. This makes like 11 to 12 cute little biscuits, and I'm not even going to put the stove on for this, but you can do them in the stove. Now we have our 1 cup of flour, woohoo, and our half cup of milk. Whoop. You know I'm going to mix this with my hands, right? We put in our half cup of tuna. See, Pete wants to eat it already. Something with dogs and cats, I'm telling you, they just go crazy with tuna. And my neighbor's cat is gonna get some of these biscuits too. Now, this broccoli, you wanna just give it a little chop to mix it in, because you don't want these big lumps. You want it nice, so I just get my scissors, boom, 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 and chop it up like this. Easy peasy. And you'll be surprised how beautiful and lovely these awesome biscuits come out. So this is good. We're gonna go whoop, bye-bye broccoli, bye-bye broccoli. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? Now this, we're just gonna use a tablespoon. That's just baking soda, Pete. This is kind of what gives it the rise, you know? When you get a rise out of someone, you get a rise out of the biscuits too. So you put in just this little guy. Here's a little side note. You see this stuff, baking soda? You can use baking powder, but you have to do like 3 times as much. So don't stress out if you don't have baking soda. You can always use baking powder. Now with the butter, this is really amusing that I've been on this planet this long. I'm not telling you guys how long. I never noticed there's actually things that you can measure how much butter you want just right from here. It's really cool. So with this, we're just using a tablespoon of the butter. Whoop, there we go. Whoop. Peter wants to eat the butter. Now, here's the fun part. I'm just gonna mix it together. So you know I love to use my hands, so here we go. Now, I just wanna tell you, I did grease a little tin foil to put it in our preheated oven, which we have at 425. What's really crazy to me is how this actually forms a nice ball of dough to make the biscuits. When we make the biscuits, we're just going to use 2 spoons. It's really fun and easy. If you have human children, they would love to do this. I remember making cookies and biscuits with my mom when I was little, especially around Christmas time. It was so much fun just being in the kitchen with my mom. And I'm sure Peter feels the same way about being in the kitchen with me. Now, it's like crazy sticky, as you see, but something magical happens and it becomes less sticky and really easy to work with. as it absorbs all the moisture. It's really cool how this happens. Woo wee! Smell that tuna fish. Oh my God, I have an itch on my nose. Woo! Whew. Peter, I wish you could have helped Mama with that. My friend, who is the mom of our little doggy, Opie, oh my God, she's just gonna flip. She's gonna flip with these biscuits because she wanted us to make something innovative and fun with this mixture. I got my magical spoons so we can make the biscuits. And while I'm doing this, I also want to tell you guys broccoli is very good for dogs. It's more easily digestible cooked. Well, at least for Peter, definitely, because he has stomach issues. I know broccoli, some dogs like to eat it raw. For him, I cook it just because he does have the seizures and sometimes he has internal other issues going on. And also, the Dolphin Safe tuna is packed with protein. I mean, people who are lean and mean eat that constantly. Like, Opie's mom is a championship boxer, a female boxer, which they're just badass. And she eats a lot of tuna fish because there's no fat and the protein is easily digestible and it's really good. So, and tuna steak's really good. That's another recipe though. To make the magical biscuits, it's really fun and it's really easy. So I put a little coconut oil onto this tin foil and look, whoop, that's it. Pretty much they're like about, I would say, a nice, healthy, plump tablespoon size. This will make about 11 to 12 awesome, yummy biscuits. And before this recipe, I never even made biscuits. My lisp got me right there. But they're really fun, and it was quite simple to make and fun. And I think if you guys make them for you and your doggy, the whole family and the kitty, you're gonna have a lot of fun. As you can tell, Peter's a little wiped out. Woo-wee! It's really hard sitting in that. Look at you, your mama's boy. I love you. Look at you. Oh my God. Man, I'm just crazy about this dog. I think animals are just so great. So, I'm going to make, like I said, about 11 or 12 of these bad boys. They're going to be so yummy. And I've made these for my stepdaughter, and I just take out the tuna and I put in cheese. So that's always an option too. So, whoop, you're going to put them in here in your little oven, like this. Don't burn yourself. Put it back in there. Whoop. I can't tell you how many times I've burned my fingers. Bye-bye, biscuits. Bye-bye, Rockin Brockin Tuna's Knockin Biscuits. 20 minutes, we're gonna have these awesome, awesome biscuits, right, Pete? All right, watch this magic happen. Ding! So they cooled up a little bit. I got a little piece for Pete. He's going crazy. There's your Rockin Brockin Tuna is Knockin Biscuits. Seriously, they taste so good. You're gonna love them. Your doggy's gonna love them. They're totally healthy. It's a great treat. And I cannot wait for Opie to get these. And Pete's going crazy. All right, guys. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. We're here making awesome meals that you can eat and you share with your doggy. Or your doggy can eat and he shares it with you. However you want to see it. So come on back and visit us at CHOWTIME with Sammy Larsen and Peter Pan. Hey guys. So if you like what you see, subscribe to CHOWTIME with Sammy Larsen and the best sous chef ever, Peter Pan. And watch our journeys. We take all the human meals and make them dog safe. So you can eat with your doggy. He can always be included. Also, the link to our sponsor, Bailey's, will be below. And I want to give a shout out to my amazing, talented friend. She made me this necklace special. She makes them by hand. All sorts of crystals for all different things. This one is black onyx and it helps absorb the negativity and gives you stamina in times of stress. And what's more stressful than just living life and trying to, be the best person you can be? So subscribe, follow our journey, me and Peter Pan. See you next time.
Good boy, Peter Pan, good boy. Good boy. Petey ate his biscuit up. There he goes. He's licking it away. Good boy. Good little boy. Good boy.
Peter, what are you doing without your mama?
Look at the cute face. Oh my goodness.